Hello, friends. It's Chapo.
Her name is Noah.
well, I mean, you can
no
say-
relation to a living person.
you can say yes. Bolsonaro is a monster, but he does not represent the marginalized. I think that's pretty fair to say.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, as long as you're talking about politicians and sex work, this is a perfect segue into my the next story. Have you guys heard about? Okay, this is a bit of local news from here in New York. Have you heard about the guy who's running against Jerry Nadler on the Upper West Side?
The bald guy, right? Not Nadler.
The bald guy.
Yes. I know that he got it in recently.
Yes. Okay. This is a great story from the Upper West Side. Manhattan congressional candidate publishes a video to highlight his positive platform. Mike Itkiss is running against Representative Jerry Nadler and wants to legalize sex work. So, complicated feelings about this story because Jerry Nadler is easily one of the worst Democrats in Congress. Or I mean, he's no good. I would love to get.
He
him
also
out there.
shits his pants in public.
Yeah.
That's fine for me to do as just a regular Joe, but you're in Congress, sir.
You made it to Macy's, Matt. What are you talking about? You're not on Nadler status. Okay, so Matt, have you seen a picture of this guy?
I have, yeah. He looks
Okay.
he looks
Tell me
like
he doesn't look like
Steve
beefy Mark
Wilkos.
Strong.
Oh yeah. Fucking black dress socks ass motherfucker.
He looks like very appropriate to what he's actually doing. He looks like all the husbands in Real Sex. They're all like this. Like, by the way,
God,
most
you're right.
disappointing,
Shit.
disappointing block of cable ever.
Oh
when you're
fuck!
a
I'm
kid.
having flashbacks. I'm having PTSD from you saying this because I'm looking at him right now and I'm just imagining him just totally nude, standing with next to his wife who looks like a fucking leather handbag, talking about how much they love swinging.
Real Sex, for people who are too young to remember, who have never had this problem because they grew up with phones. It was this program on HBO where if you were 12 or 13 and your friend was over and it was like, oh my God, there's on TV. It's called Real Sex.
Yep.
And it's like rated M and the little Comcast guide. And you turn it on and yeah, it was all like bald 60-year-old men having orgies with like their wives who looked like if Beverly D'Angelo had an immune problem.
Hey,
No offense to anyone who was on that show.
They're all dead now.
Yeah, they
yeah.
are. They were 60 years old in 2002. So
They all got like
deceased.
MRSA from like the
mud
comfort
pit that
in
they were-
rubber sheets that they were using during their orgies.
Yeah.
No,
They're
it's
the
always
first
like-
people to. They're the first people to die of diphtheria in America for like 100 years.
It was also like you were hoping to see, and then what you saw was like a sort of like a swingers retreat, but for people who like to be in mud and roll around in a big mud pit or paint
Yeah.
each other erotically.
Yeah.
It was
Or like
it
a
was
bunch of
fucking grim.
old men who just like went to jack off classes. This is one I was I remember watching this. It's like this has got to be some sort of prank or psychological experiment to see how long you can get a horny teenager to watch something in the hope that there will be a boob maybe sometime and keep them watching something. And it was like old men who just sat around and like talked about different ways to jack off.
And like
That is-
I'm watching this going, I already know. Just show me some boobs.
Yeah. It's like I got that part covered. I don't need any fucking tips.
These
These
kids today,
ammunition
we've talked about it before, but these kids today, they don't understand the struggle.
They do not.
They don't,
Yeah. Real Sex was like.
they're not making it out.
Yeah, Real Sex was like really. I guess that was the silent generation trying to make its mark.
Remember us.
Stain.
Yeah.
Make it stain.
Well, now one of them has a broken containment from the 90s and is doing sex tapes in order to run
Yeah.
for Congress.
Reading from the article here, it says, in a grunt for attention, a little editorializing. I'm sorry, a little editorializing.
sorry.
Supposedly, this news article. Third-party congressional candidate Mike Itkiss has released a sex tape to highlight his sex-positive campaign platform. The 53-year-old Army Cyber Operations Officer is bound to lose to Representative Jerry Nadler in Manhattan's 12th congressional district. But he posted a 13-minute video to a popular online site of him performer Nicole Sage as a, quote, conversation piece, he told City and State. If I would just talk about it, it wouldn't demonstrate my commitment to the issue. And the fact I actually did it was a huge learning experience, and it actually influenced items on my platform. His issues include legalizing sex works and making sexual rights explicit. Do not rely on privacy or free speech rights, his campaign site reads, where sex positivity is just one of 3 campaign issues, which were all thin on details. Itkiss, whose bio identifies himself as not married, no kids, not celibate, atheist, also seems to take aim at child support payments, writing that men should not be required to support biological children without prior agreement. so okay, look, Jerry Nadler would very much like to see him challenged from the left in Manhattan's 12th congressional district. But I like that this guy's vision of sex positivity is like, I would like to legally fuck a whore, please. And I would like more pimps and brothels, please. And it's just like, I don't think that's necessarily what sex workers are asking for when they talk about decriminalization.
I would like to be able to get my nut off whenever and wherever I would like.
And also, if I knock a broad up, I mean, hey, I didn't consent to getting her pregnant. I don't want to pay for this kid.
Yeah, not my problem.
So, Itkiss said the video titled "Bucket List Bonanza." Bucket List Bonanza in 2021 was his first time having sex on camera, and insisted he's not an exhibitionist. I'm very much an introvert, the very liberal registered Democrat said. I'm kind of a nerd who doesn't like to be the center of attention if I can avoid it. But I thought the issues I'm trying to address are so important, I wanted to have my issues talked about in some way.
Well, he succeeded there.
Well,
congratulations.
Well, okay.
Everyone's talking.
Yeah.
He's got the conversation going.
On one of the stories that was shared of this news article on Twitter, people have dug into the poor comments on the Bucket List Bonanza clip. And here are just a few reviews. Meh.
Oh, man.
I was hoping.
boy.
Meh. I was hoping for more action. The camera angles suck and no money shot. Come on, man. If you want to run for Congress, learn how to fuck one person before you try to fuck millions.
Boom.
Boom. Okay. And also, I'm sorry.
Is that Bill Hicks? He's back.
I'm sorry. No cum shot? I can't jack off to this. You want me to vote for you? What the fuck?
I mean, if this is going to be your thing, you'd think you'd put more into it, including your jizz.
I think that's like, I think that the worst thing to hear on your sex tape is like kind of just like,
Meh.
boring.
Meh.
It's worse than like, oh, I threw up to this, because that means that someone out there is jacking off to it.
Absolutely, yeah. Nobody jacks off to meh. That's the one thing that is not by definition not a fetish.
I also like in the comments, it devolved into a bit of a nothing worse than when the comment section devolves into politics.
Oh, I hate that.
So
keep my politics out of my comments, please.
One comment from user Trump Slim Penis writes, "You fuck like a Republican." Points, though, for going down on her, which Republican men just do not do. A reply from Saxman22. Have you ever dated a Democrat/feminist? Everything offends them, and sex is like a political statement to them. In my experience, conservative and libertarians are more real with who they are and have no chip on the shoulder and are much more fun in bed. Is he talking about men or women?
I don't know.
And then just Chris Sticklear writes, "Oh, yes, they do." I don't know what she's agreeing with there. But so bucket list, scratch that item off the list. He's fucking on camera.
I just can't believe that the Mask's father would do this.
I did check out his campaign platform, and in addition to the I'd like a whore now, please, part of his sex positivity platform, he does want to end the war in Ukraine. So
okay,
Tucker,
that's good.
Are you listening? Invite him on the show.
Can we
He's not
bring
afraid
these
to
two
talk
together?
about it.
These two subjects somehow?
Something tells me that's a very secondary issue to him.
Yeah. I think if there was like if he's in Congress and like Pelosi is like trying to get him to support, another $7 zillion to Ukraine, he'd be pretty easy to buy off.
Do you guys remember the rumor about Kevin McCarthy like fucking that very real sex looking Republican?
Yeah. And it was apparently like an open secret on Capitol Hill that when he was cheating on his wife with another guy's wife or something like that.
It's very quaint that like his speakership was derailed by fucking like another 50-year-old.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Kevin McCarthy, Republican whip. Do you think he eats pussy though? Because according to Trump Slim Penis, Republican men do not eat pussy.
I could see it being like a once a year thing, like Uncle Junior.
Yeah, like a birthday deal.
Yeah. Why would you, if you're a woman, why would you even want that? Like, I don't.
It must feel like a monitor lizard sort of probing you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably putting like a paper mask over his face to like not look at it because he thinks it looks gross. Like, probably the two worst ways to get your pussy eaten are like sort of like an unenthusiastic 62-year-old Republican or like
an overly enthusiastic like Labrador retriever going at like a bowl of kibble.
Yeah, one of those guys who's always talking about how much he loves to eat pussy. Like one of those like thick glasses and wrestling guys.
Yeah.
He's just like, if Michael Douglas is right, cancer would be worth it. And he's just, you have to figure they're just going at it with the enthusiasm of like a 6-month-old kitten and a bowl of milk. Just all over the place. Doesn't matter what they hit.
Hold on, I'm looking up the Mike Itkis sex tape on Mike Itkis. He's got his own page here. One video uploaded.
Okay.
Directed by Nicole Sage.
Now, this whole thing is just a ploy to boost his OnlyFans.
Oh boy, yeah, he's really going at it. It's just, but like this angle is just his butt.
Oh God,
his butt spazzing out.
Come on, man.
It's like like her legs are spread very wide, but it's his butt. Like I'm not seeing any real stroke game or pumping. It's just his butt kind of spazzing out. And
do you see his dick at all?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing his dick now. He's getting head. He's getting topped off right now. Okay, now she's doing some classic cowgirl. All right. Since
he's running against Jerry Nadler on the Upper West Side, I'm assuming he's circumcised.
Is he? Yeah, is he?
Okay, I'm gonna try to get. I will get an answer to this. Okay, now he's eating pussy. Now it's just his butt spazzing out again.
Come on, man. We learned
69
years ago not that the ass angle is not what people want.
Okay. Now it's just she's sort of face to face, but on top, and sort of she's riding him. Not a very good. You can't see any dick though.
Yeah, what kind of pipe is he working with?
The pipe doesn't seem terrible. I gotta say.
Okay.
But it's just the angles aren't very good here. But you know what? This is his first time. This is his first time fucking on camera. You know, it's just like it's a camera set up in the corner. There's only one angle that can be conceived, that can be like held because there's not a cameraman there to like get any up close shots. Or the pop or the cum shot, so that's disappointing. But like I say, for a first time effort, I gotta say not bad.
Well, I'm looking forward to his future endeavors.
I mean, he's not pleasant to look at. He's just eyebrows. He's got no hair on him other than eyebrows.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at him. He looks like his look is kind of like a defense attorney on SVU who's saying that like his client shouldn't be executed because he revealed the location of the body.
All right, well, best of luck to him, and cheers to Jerry Nadler. Stop shitting yourself, dude. Oh God, can you imagine Jerry Nadler she his ass just spazzing out, laying, getting in there,
man. Especially since he's lost all the weight, so
it's
just
like
puddling
curtains
around his waist.
Oh, just like
he's got a flesh hula hoop at all times.